The reason why people have memory issues is they try to understand the world and their life in terms of words and meanings, which is unnatural. I never tried to understand anything in my life. I just drank up the world like a big video that I can replay it whenever I want. Almost anything, I don't remember incidents piece by piece. Some things I remember, some things I don't remember. If I get back, the whole thing just plays on with the most minor details. It's like, I traveled this part of Himalayas, the Char Dham thing, from the age of 19, 27 years, every year I trekked in that area. So the first part of it, going in a bus, I always sat on top of the bus. Always on the top of the bus. These buses were called Bhuk Hartal buses, because he will leave at 4:30 in the morning from Haridwar, and to reach Badrinath, he will reach before the sunset, he has to cross the gate. So he won't stop for lunch, nothing, he will just be gobbling his chapatis and driving smoking and his chapatis and everything. Right there he will get down and do his toilet stuff and he'll get back, but he won't give us any time for anything. So I would just buy a basket of apples and just eat apples all the way along. Because anyway, those days when we came to North India, by the time we crossed Vijayawada, that was the best last meal we would have, the train. Once we crossed Vijayawada, after that it is aloo puri, aloo matar, aloo gobi, aloo, as we go into the hills, it's just aloo. So by the time I come to Haridwar, I'm almost done with aloo. So I'm just eating apples all the way. So I would always sit on top of the bus because I don't want to miss anything. And later on when I started driving on these roads, now I think the traffic has increased. Even then there were lots of landslides and things. These are not things to share with the children, but I always drove on the Himalayan roads. I think, I used to touch like 130, 140 kilometers on the Himalayan roads. People would think, crazy, how do you know, Sadhguru, you will go off the road somewhere? I said, I've been so many years, it's almost like a reverse video in my mind. I'm just playing it, I know where everything is, because I don't try to remember anything. People are trying to remember something, that's a big problem. The important thing is, your attention is absolute. If that is so, then you don't have to try to remember anything because the video is being captured anyway. So, when it comes to stories, you asked which season stories happen. For me, it's always summer season, because my mother told stories in a very brief way. Rajkumari was born, this happened, this happened, this happened. In 6-7 minutes, the story is over. But if I went to my ancestral home, my grandmother was there. We normally stayed 35 to 40 days in summer. We were, all cousin brothers, sisters, about 36 of us traveled from various parts of the country and came there for the vacation. So it's a large household. If she started telling that story, it's like this. A Rajkumari was combing her hair. It started from here. As this goes down, many things happen along the way. You have to suspend your sense of time and logic and everything. By the time her comb is coming here, 40 days are over. Where then we ask, what happened, what happened? She says, come next year. Because the story, the content and the conclusion of the story are not important. It is just a certain communication and an engagement and a certain training of your own faculties by listening so absolutely that above all, This world opens to every human being only to the extent their attention can penetrate. How keen is your attention? That is how vivid life is. How keen your attention, that is how many doors which will open in this universe for you. So story is that possibility where it captures the attention in such a way, it doesn't matter what is the content of the story, who are the people in the story, it is true, it is… this is all the Western nonsense has gotten into us. Is it a true story? God damn it, it's a story and it's true. Was it true? That doesn't matter. Right now, it's a true story. You get me? So, the purpose of the story in this country is more about engagement, communication, transforming the whole atmosphere, and above all, training your faculties so that you become so receptive. So this tree is a story. So I was just paying attention, what is the story of this tree? Not exactly articulating like this, but you pay attention to something because you want to know everything about it. If you know everything about it, we don't know what all struggles it's gone through. Every time people gather here, what fears it goes through that they may take it down. Everything it's going through. I would like to know the story of the tree. If only people had heard the story of this tree, oh, we would have definitely created a better world than what we have right now.